It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll try it over the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the tailback. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style. A 66-yarder to the house. Let's see what he can do with the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. Pulls his way forward. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
A 1st down sack and wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. Still running at the 40. Running toward the tape. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. He's looking to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Dickey. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we're only in the 1st quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on a perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the
frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Running to the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Motion from the offense. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Trying to get to it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Texas Tech 10, Tennessee 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Escapes. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll pull it down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you have it, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, Dave, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Part of the backfield. It's Gibbs. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts, and here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You're going to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. He wants to throw. The quick out. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. I didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him.
Movement here from the tight end. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
From the gun, looking for a man. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
With this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 0.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to play the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running back searching for a hole. Turns it on in midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling big plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Dumps it to the back. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Now on second down and short. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Next up, 1. Third down coming up.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to power their way ahead. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Volunteers will line it up on first and 10. Leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Bounced right back to them.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On the move to his left. The throw. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And the Vols will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. They'll leave it with him. At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe...
And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the punishment has been extended.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 10 over Wake Forest. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in their running game, and one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
Let's see what they've got on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
29 Philly.
Trying to find his man on first down. Pulls it in. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive in the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, wants to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. first set of downs. Here's the handoff. Running with power. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying play action. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. The expressway is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see them motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice, positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Ready up.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas Tech 38, Tennessee 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Wide out in motion. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Running to the left. Just enough there to get it to the 25. They pick up a 2. Facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
We're talking about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They want that clock to run. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Dickey. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. Pick up 3 to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
These 3rd downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, 1, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but 2, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays as well. This guy now, because of his athleticism, he's got the offense knocking on the door inside the opponent's 10-yard line.
Quarterback keeps it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback checking off. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination, all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide, just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.